Hello. Am I starting a vlog on my car? I sure am. Away we go. Okay, so it's been a long time since I've uploaded a video. Like months. And yeah, so here we are. And it's so early in the morning. It is 8:20, which isn't early for a lot of you people, but I'll do a little like life update a little later and you will see that this is really early for me. But yeah, I wanted to do a little like opening where I basically tell you that I am vlogging this week and I'm doing it's a special vlog. My favorite author, I'm on her Star Squad, which is like her version of a street team for her new books. And yes, so it is Timeless by Josephine Angelini. I'll put it up over here, but I'm driving right now. So yeah, so I'm reading this week and I wanted to vlog it, have it up on release day and all that. It's not going to be spoilery. I will keep all my, spoiled thoughts to myself, I suppose. But she sent me the digital arc and I need to read it still. So it comes out very soon and we're just gonna kind of go from there. But right now I am on the way to a doctor's appointment. Nothing like horrible or anything. Something like semi-embarrassing, I guess. But doctor time is private time. So all you need to know is I'm going to the doctor. And it's very early in the morning. It's also very overcasty. So a little bit more about Timeless is coming a little later. You'll get that in just a little bit, but this is my morning of this reading vlog and yeah, here we are. Okay, the update I was promising you guys earlier, but yeah, just ran up the stairs. I should not be this out of breath, one flight of stairs. Reading. So this vlog is dedicated solely to Josephine Angelini's new book, Timeless. I have the digital art right here. And its release date is April 4th, coming up here real quick. So today is what? The 20th. So it comes out in about a week and a half, which is very exciting. So I need to read this. And I've been putting it off because I've been reading a lot of different books lately. I'm still currently in the middle of so many books. But I wanted one where I wasn't really reading a lot of books. I could really take it in, take my time. I'm gonna try not to binge read this because I really want to like highlight stuff. Usually I like physical things, so I could like tab and highlight and stuff. And Josephine Angelini's books are like the one book I never get rid of. So I'll probably end up rereading it at some point anyways, but the first time I read it with, notes and highlights are gonna be on my Kindle app, on my iPad. And this vlog is dedicated solely to this. And this book follows Lucas and Helen from the first trilogy. So Josephine Angelini just came out with a prequel to the series and now she's coming out with a sequel to the series. And if you don't know, the original Star-Crossed series was just a trilogy and it follows Helen and some other people and they're like demigods kind of, or technicalities, right? And she meets other people like her. She thinks she's just all alone and things there. And it's literally magical. It's such a good series. And I just recently finished rereading that trilogy and Scions because Scions came out not too long ago. So all of that is, where it needs to be. I am primarily on Storygraph now, so I will link my review for Scions down below. It's going to take you to Storygraph. Feel free to add me as a friend and everything. I'm still not new, but new to making friends or following people on Storygraph. I've been using Storygraph for a while, just personally, so feel free to follow or add a friend and stuff like that. I'm new to that aspect of Storygraph, but I'm really enjoying Storygraph, so I will link the review for Scions down below. So that's the prequel, and you don't need to read the prequel before you read the series and vice versa, but for Timeless you definitely need to read the original series, the trilogy, before you read Timeless because it happens right after and so on and so forth. But so this vlog is dedicated solely to Timeless, but I have my monster because caffeine on top of caffeine, and yeah, so there we are. I am working from the office, what is it, tomorrow, Tuesday, and then Wednesday. Today is Monday. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. Okay, goodbye. Hello. The traffic is really bad today. I'm not even on the highway yet and it's backed up, so that's great. But I just stopped and got myself a Monster. I haven't driven into the city in a while, so that's great. I'm also stepping in at a Japanese store before work. I ended up starting work early yesterday, so I'm going to be starting a little bit later today, only by like 20-30 minutes, so no big deal there. But the Japanese store doesn't open until 10, so it works out perfect. Yes, on my way to work. Here we go. Okay. If you're new to my channel, I'm a car vlogger. It's when I have time alone, time to think, and I can do it hands-free while still looking at the road, so it's great. Anyways, last night, I just wanted to give you a little, like, reading update, I suppose, because this is what this is. I read in bed for a little bit, and I read Timeless, and I read 9%, because it's the digital, it doesn't really have, like, the page numbers and stuff, so I read 9%, and some things are just, like, I have thoughts. The very first, like, sentence or two is Helen being a smartass. And I really like it. Like, her, you know, her sense of humor is, like, for her, it just comes so natural, I think. Like, I could electrocute this person just to sleep, not kill, just to sleep. That'd be great. And I just kind of chuckled. And then while I was reading, whatever giggles, whatever her, like, artistic ability, I know that's going to come back up later. Like, that's weird. Like, why does she have that? Like, where did that come from? And then Helen always being cold. And I think it's attached to her emotions, how she's cold. Because, like, when she's upset or when she's stressed or when she's flustered or, you know, worrying too much, she says that she's cold and, like, she can't get warm. And I'm just like, okay, I feel like this is definitely attached to her emotions somehow. And there's, like, the mystery with Lucas, which makes Helen, you know, worry. And then she's always cold, and I'm just like, what's going on here? What's going on? So I'm really excited to have, like, the band back together. But I'm not gonna lie, I was never a fan of Matt in the other books. I'm not his biggest fan, per se. So, yes, if you know, you know, I don't care. I know that's really bad, but I just don't care. But yes, this is spoiler free, so again, if you know, you know, and that's all I'm going to say about Matt. It really does pick up almost like right where we left off, and it's great. I'm loving it, and yeah. But anyways, that's my reading update, and I am on my way to work, so my phone is real jiggling right now. But yes, so away I go, and yeah, more reading will happen tonight. I promise. Okay, bye. Okay, so I have been trying to find my sea lemon like powder drink things in Japan. I used to have like one a day to help keep me healthy. This store had them, so I got a bag of 10. So that's really exciting. It comes with 10 sticks, hot and ice, and this is the same brand, the same pack I got in Japan. So I found them. I'm so excited. But yes, now it is time for me to go to work, which is really close to here. So away I go. Okay, here we are again in my car. I'm going into the office today as well, so yeah, here we are. Okay, I'm in the fast lane. The car's going slow in front of me. Ugh, okay. But anyways, so going into the office today. But I read until 35% of Timeless just yesterday, last night. And I wanted to keep reading. It was one of those things where I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go to bed, because if I don't, I will absolutely hate myself in the morning. And no one likes a grumpy Sarah. Grumpy Sarah is scary. So, yeah, here we are. And what do I have to say? Okay, so I was pretty wrong about why Helen was feeling cold and stuff, so whoops. But it was really interesting. I love how it's tied into the other books. Like, everything that's happening, even though it's been so long since the original trilogy was written, it just fits. And I love it. I love it all. There's like the mystery aspect. Lucas is, oh boy, Lucas. Always with the secrets. He always has a secret. That would drive me absolutely bonkers. And Helen's like, he asked me to trust him. I'm going to trust him. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I can trust him and need to know. Like, these are things, like, I would struggle so much with secrets. I don't do well with secrets. What is that? There's something bouncing on the highway. Okay. But, so, yeah. I'm just like, these secrets are driving me absolutely nuts. And then, like, she has a secret, and he's like, how dare you have a secret? I'm just like, oh my gosh. Pump the brakes. So, but, yes, I'm loving how everything's coming together. We got to actually like interact with Claire's Japanese grandmother. There's a little Japanese in the book, so I'm actually wearing a Japanese shirt today. Welcome to Nagasaki. And I work for a small Japanese company where I'm going right now, so yeah, I like the little Japanese in there, so that was really cool. And yeah, so I'm excited to read more tonight. So excited. So yeah, there's my update, and I'm gonna go, because this is where the road, as you can see, gets really bumpy, so. It's nighttime already. I could stay up and read, but I've stayed up and read a couple times the past couple of nights, and though I don't regret it, well, I kind of regret it halfway through the next day. So tonight I decided to just play some video games, and the game I play on my phone, and yeah, so Havoc, no one's in there. Last night I read until 61% of Timeless, and yoo-hoo. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I read to 61-ish% of Timeless last night, and something happened where it happened in book 3, and I knew it was going to come back around. I just didn't know how, and I don't know why I didn't put a secret and something that happened in the last book that I just read like a couple months ago together. But when it was like revealed, I was like, oh yeah, that happened. So it was a surprise, but it shouldn't have been a surprise. And I was like, oh my gosh. The secret that was being kept from Helen didn't need to be a secret that was being kept from Helen. Like, that was a choice. That's not something that had to happen. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said in one of my other updates, I am not a secret person. I hate when people keep things from me. It's just, ugh. But anyways, I'm loving the characters. Ugh, after so many years, oh my gosh, after so many years of not having a sequel to the trilogy, it's so nice to be back and be reading from the same characters and also just being with them again in a new way. Like, I've read the trilogy multiple times, but this is the first time I've read Timeless because it's just coming out. So it's nice to have new material for characters I already loved. I love it so much. But yeah, I'm about to probably play with Havoc for a little bit. You're making me look like a weirdo. Hello? Oh. You're so funny. I'm gonna play with Havoc for a little bit. I can't wait to see what my face just looked like. And then I'm probably going to actually sleep. Tomorrow is Friday. I have to conduct 2 interviews and 1 phone screen, so a total of 3 going on tomorrow, as long as no one cancels. Hopefully no one cancels. We get some rest, because tomorrow's going to be full of talking, and it sometimes is emotionally draining for me, so yes. And then tomorrow, probably during lunch, and then after work into the night, I want to finish Timeless, maybe possibly finish it on Saturday and give a final update, but that's still 40%. It might go into Sunday. I don't know yet. We'll see how exhausting tomorrow ends up being, but there's my update. Sorry that my vlogs are not aesthetically pleasing, but neither am I, so. Okay, hello. I don't know why my hair's being so frizzy. I don't know. The 2 interviews I conducted today were good. Good people, good candidates. Yeah? What's wrong? You don't even know what's wrong. It's true. Chirps at me pathetically. I still have some things left to do for work. Less than 4 hours of work left. And then it's the weekend. I'm so excited. But for the rest of my lunch period, I'm gonna play Dreamlight Valley. And my giant thumb in the way. And then maybe read a little bit. And then after work, definitely read. So I don't know if I'll finish the book tonight, but maybe, because I don't need to be asleep by a certain time to function as a human being, because tomorrow's Saturday, so it doesn't matter. I'm so excited. So excited. But yeah, okay, goodbye. Okay, it's Friday night after work, and I've been out and about. One, I wanted to get out of the house. I was feeling stuck, so I was like, I'm gonna go run some errands. So what I did is I came to 2 craft stores, and I am planning my April bullet journal spreads. So my April bullet journal is going to be Timeless themed, so this theme, the cover of the new book, and that's going to be the whole month of April. The whole theme is going to be Timeless, so like these color schemes like clacks and stuff like that. So a little like spacey. It's kind of hard to explain, but I got some stuff for that, so I can hopefully do my April bullet journal this weekend. So yeah, that's the plan. So okay, first and foremost, I got some of these blue like holographic letters for the word April on the first page. I know. And then I got this set of washi tapes. I know, very nice, because I need more washi tape. I really don't, but who's gonna tell me otherwise? Without any spoilers, I got these kind of old-timey kind of, you know, like stickers and stuff, mostly for these clocks, but I think there's other stickers in there that I'll be able to use within the spread as well. And then more washi tape. It really, I don't know, it spoke to me. Like, this is like a little like deserty, like underworld feels. And I was like, I like this. So I got this. I got just a plain blue and a plain green piece of paper for obvious reasons. And then I've been buying these big books of like scrapbook paper, like themes and stuff. One, because I can use it for my bullet journals and I scrapbook, so I could also use it for my scrapbooks. So it's kind of a good investment because I have 2 uses for them. Even though I have enough books like this, it's fine. But they were buy one, get one half off, so I obviously had to do that. So the first one I got is, these collections have names. Doesn't look like it. But, so here's this. And, you know, the Star-Crossed trilogy is based on, like, Greek mythology and, you know, stuff like that. So I got these, and I think they're really, really pretty. And there's some different ones I think I'll definitely be able to use in there. And then I also got this one because there's, like, more greens and blues. But I think they will work out very nicely as well. So more paper. So much paper. And I just think they're gorgeous. So there's that. And I think that's it. Is that it? I think that's it. So I've been putting off reading Timeless. I think it's because I'm scared for it to end. I know there's going to be a cliffhanger. It's going to break me. But I was thinking today that like my last update was like, oh my gosh, Lucas. And I think it made me sound like I don't like Lucas. I adore Lucas. But sometimes I think he's a little hypocritical. So like, yeah, that's my thought. Like, no one's perfect. There's plenty of things that every character has a flaw, and that's one of Lucas's. I adore him, but sometimes that poor sweet boy. And he's had it rough. He's had it rough. So yes. So I'm about to go home. I'll probably take off my makeup and I might play Dreamlight Valley for a little bit and then get down to reading. Sean's putting together our new like behind the couch like table thing. So that came today. Maybe that'll be done. Usually I'm the one that builds all the furniture, so it's nice that he's building the furniture this time around. I strategically left and needed to run errands, so no mistakes were made. But anyways, I am on my way home now. So here we go. And yeah, that's my update. I got stuff from my April Timeless bullet journal, which I hope to make this week, which will be a separate video that'll probably come up before this one. So goodbye. Okay, I'm gonna sit here. I've been putting off this section of the vlog. So the last update was like last week. I then didn't read Timeless for like 3 or 4 days because I knew something was coming. I felt it. I felt it in my bones. There were like little snippets in the book where I was like, this is leading to something not great. And I was right. So I finished Timeless. I am giving it 5 out of 5 stars. This was like one of those emotional roller coasters that you just literally can't get off of. I've had like a nightmare where I've been like on a roller coaster, or if you're playing like Roller Coaster Tycoon and like you're making your own coaster and it's just like not working and like your coaster's just like going back and forth and like one dip, like just back and forth, back and forth. That's how I felt reading this book. So, boy, I loved so many aspects of this book, down to the characters that there's so much development with these characters in this book. And, you know, there was like a love triangle thing going on. I didn't hate it. Probably because I love all of the guys in this series. The only one I didn't like was literally killed off books ago, so it's fine. Or books ago? I don't know, it's complicated. But here we are. And so yeah, it was an emotional roller coaster. It was so well written, and there were so many like mystery aspects, like things that just you didn't see coming, and at parts where you did see coming, but they were written in a way where you're like, I never would have thought that would have come full circle in that way. So, yes. I need to write the book review for this book, and I'm just like, so many things are gonna be like coming up again. Yeah. So, this book, let me tell you, so many feelings. I feel like Loki when the Hulk takes him and like just whacks him around. That's how I feel. That's how I feel after reading this book. And I finished it like 2 days ago, and I'm just like, I didn't know how to close out this vlog because I finished the book and I just like don't necessarily know how to like put my thoughts into coherent sentences. It was just an emotional roller coaster. Huge cliffhanger, something at the end I saw coming. I just don't know how it happened because it wasn't explained to us because it's a cliffhanger, and I'm just like, Josephine Angelini, she's killing me. You might be watching this. You're killing me. I just, wow. Yeah. So I do want to have like a couple minutes after this section, which is going to be a little spoilery. So if you haven't read the book, you can like stop now. But I need to get some thoughts out. Okay. So let's put you down right there. I'm gonna grab my iPad, and I just need to get this off my chest. Okay. There was parts of the book kind of near the, I don't know, like middle-y end part. What chapter is this? Chapter 17, okay? Helen like appears, yeah, and Lucas is, you know, being himself with other people. And she appears, and he's like, her name on the list of the dead was never part of the bargain. First of all, what bargain? There's a bargain going on, okay? And you have to remember that like throughout this entire book, like I said, these are spoilers. So if you don't want these, please log off now. Helen's dad has been really sick for no godforsaken reason. And I'm like, he's probably going to die. Like that's kind of set up from page 1. And Lucas is now like god of the dead. Like he's taking over Hades. He like is Hades now. And so like there's these two things happening. And then he made a bargain. Helen's name is literally on the list of the dead for whatever reason. I don't know why. And it's just like, okay, that's setting up that death even more. Okay? Because we all know Lucas will do literally anything to save Helen's life. And then a couple pages later, Lucas is like, I'm tied to this. I'm going to have to do things you won't like. Probably something to do with her father. And she's like, I don't care. Okay? If we know Greek mythology, and if we know this series, we know that right there, her not caring, is going to have repercussions. We know something is going to happen where she is going to care about it. And he goes, what if it's something that hurts you? Because it will be. And she's like, I don't care. We all know she's going to care. Okay. Later on, he's like, I realize I'm controlling. She's like, oh, at least he's realizing he's controlling and secretive. Okay, great. And then, okay, her dad dies, okay? Aneurysm. And, you know, she goes to Lucas, I think for just support, and then to eventually ask for him back. And then he goes, I can't. And she's like, you're lying to me, because I can see that, because that's one of my powers. I see that is false. And then he changes his wording, and he says, I won't. And it sets up even more that he has something to do with her father's death. Maybe not exactly like father's death, but it's all linked. Her father's death, this mysterious bargain, Helen's name on the list of the dead, and him not or won't being able. I think it all has something to do with saving Helen's life, which will have repercussions for Helen because she's going to start to feel guilty when she figures this out, and she's going to feel like her dad's death is her fault. So, yeah. So, those things need to be answered in the next book for me. So, yes. I needed to get that off my chest. And at the end, she's like, I hate you. And he's like, goodbye. So, I think he did a lot to save her life. And the price of that is her hating him. And he's okay with that because she's alive. So, yeah. This book is wow. So, that is my vlog, my reading vlog for Timeless by Josephine Angelini. 5 out of 5 stars, emotional roller coaster. So, yes, please like, comment, and subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys all next time. All love. Bye.